Okay, so now we're going to move on to the books that I purchased and that I've been reading. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brand new books. Some of them I looked through. Yeah, some of them I just skimmed through. I haven't like really sat down and read them fully. But the first book that I have is called 105 Spiritual Baths for Every Occasion by it's Denise Alvarado and Madrina Angelique, or either Dennis Alvarado. So here's what the book looks like. Okay. I also have a book, Wicca Book of Spells, a book of shadows for Wiccans, witches, and other practitioners of magic by Lisa Chamberlain. The next book that I have is Power of the Psalms, 375 Ways to Use Psalms for Love, Power, Revenge, Success, Blessings, Prosperity, Protection, etc. It's for purposes, rituals, prayers, all 150 Psalms included, by Anna Reva. Okay. If y'all didn't know, the Book of Psalms is a grimoire and a spell book, okay? And that's all I'm going to say. We could choose to agree, to disagree, but those Book of Psalms are very, very powerful. They're very powerful tools to use when you're blessing your items, when you're going into spell work and stuff like that. It's really, really powerful. So I think that it's a very, very beneficial, handy book to get to use in your magical workings, or just to read every day to get some inspiration and stuff like that from the divine. The next book I have is by DJ Conway, called Animal Magic, The Art of Recognizing and Working with Familiars. So I watch one of my favorite YouTubers. His name is New Life Tools, and he always got, knowledge to drop. Like he be dropping that knowledge like atom bombs. Okay. So one of his videos was talking about I think I don't want to mess up the title, but it had to do with animal guides and familiars and stuff like that. So he said a good book to read to find your animal familiar, or to choose an animal familiar, is this Animal Magic book by DJ Conway. And all the books I will leave in the description box below if I can and if they're still available. So the next book I got is called Financial Witchcraft, which I really do like this book. This book has a lot of spells in it for finances and abundance. It also has sigils in here. It has different oils that you can make. So I really do like this book. Like, here goes some of the sigils right here. If you didn't see, my fault. I actually used one of the sigils in here, and it worked. So, you can always make your own sigils and stuff like that. But if you are short on time, or you just like, I don't feel like all that, you can look into this book and find a sigil that calls out to you, that you're attracted to, and use it. That's what it's for. And the last new book that I got is called Essential Chakra Yoga. This is a book to show you yoga poses for chakra balance, chakra opening, chakra activation. So yeah, I feel as though, and I agree with a lot of different spiritual YouTubers who say you need to have some type of power behind your spell work. And one of the ways to get the energy that you need for your spell work, so you won't feel exhausted and so that your spells will actually come into fruition, is doing some type of energy work. So you could do like Tai Chi or something like that, or you could actually do yoga. So the reason why I chose the Essential Chakra Yoga is because I want to implement working on my chakras, while I'm doing yoga all at the same time. So that's what I had wanted to do. Okay, so we done with the books. Okay, next thing. I'm kind of like all over the place. I tried to be in order, but I'm a Leo. Sue me. Okay, it's this 4 sigmatic mushroom elixir mix called chaga. Now, New Life Tools, he also suggested this tea for your third eye. He said it's really good for your third eye. It has a rich and earthy taste. It's wild-crafted chaga, extracted mushrooms, and is 1,500 milligrams of chaga per serving. So I have yet to try this tea. Now, I do have a thyroid issue. It's an overactive thyroid. So a lot of herbs I cannot take at this moment. So, you know, I'm doing things to work on my thyroid to get it under control. And as soon as, you know, I get it in a position that I can have these other type of herbs, I will be trying this tea. But for y'all, if y'all want to try this, you can. Okay? And of course, I will leave the description box. I will leave this tea in the description box below. Okay? The next thing I bought, I ain't want y'all to see it. The next thing I bought is some gold and silver. Some gold and silver chime candles. It's 20 a piece. So it's 20 gold and 20 silver. It's always good to have candles. Always good to have candles. You never know what you will want to use them for. Okay. And then I also got this 104 pack of unscented colored candles from this company called Exquisite. Now, I found out about this company through another YouTuber. Her name is Mystic at the Crossroads. And she was saying how you can buy a lot of candles in bulk for a good price. And this was the company that she mentioned. So I went on Amazon and I ordered these candles. And I'm happy that I did because I have an abundance of candles now to do what I need to do. It has black, green, blue, purple, red, pink, orange, yellow, and did I say green? These ones don't contain white candles, so I have to actually buy some white candles separately. Another thing that I bought is this big, huge bag of Epsom salt. And the reason why I have this big old huge bag of Epsom salt is for my spiritual baths. So I will never run out, well, at least no time soon, of Epsom salt. And what I should have did was include it in the gemstones for these bracelets. Okay. So I have crystal rose quartz, ammonite, amethyst, snowflake obsidian. This one, snowflake obsidian. And this is preonite, okay? And I will leave the metaphysical properties for each of these gemstones in the description box below. All right? So we're almost getting to the... Ooh, see my bra. I ain't trying to show y'all nothing that y'all shouldn't be seeing. My bad. So yeah, we're coming towards the end of this haul. Okay. So the next thing I want to show you guys are oracle cards, tarot cards, and just some, I guess you could call them basic life general cards, but you could also incorporate them into a reading, okay? So the first cards that I'm going to show y'all is called Making Magic, Manifesting Your Dreams by Priestess Moon. And it's these little cards right here. It comes in a magnetic box. Okay. And these are little cards. I guess you could say they're like spell flashcards and stuff. They have different sigils and stuff on them. And it says how to use the cards. Use these cards to boost your spell work or carry a chosen card to achieve your goals. Lay out your cards like a candle in front of you and focus on the desired outcome for excellent results. Okay. So these cards have little sayings on them and stuff like that. And they are really beneficial. Really, really, really beneficial, especially when you want some guidance for the day. excuse me, I don't know why my voice is flipping. When you need some guidance for the day, okay? So this one off the bat, it says safe and happy travel, protection from harm when journeying. Okay, so I really like these cards. I use these in readings sometimes. It depends on who the person is. I use them in my readings. When I do a tarot reading for myself or someone else. Yes, I have been practicing my tarot. I bought these gratitude cards. Gratitude, cultivate a grateful heart, 50 inspirational insight cards. And I'm going to just read one card for you guys off the top. It says, at times our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. Albert Schweitzer. So when I read this card, I think to myself, it is a blessing to have people in your life who see the good in you, who see that light in you, that shines bright, even when you don't see it yourself. It's a blessing to have people around you who are motivative and who love you and always want to make sure that, you know, your spirits are good and they uplift you, and, you know, they're just there for you to support you for your greatest and highest good. And, you know, it says each of us have cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. So be grateful of that type of person that you have in your life. Everyone has that one person or people in their lives that, you know, are just like that person that knows what to say, that person that you can call on. They always give you words of wisdom and encouragement. So be grateful and thankful for those people. Show gratitude and show them that you appreciate them every single day, every single time that you can, okay? So that's what I think of when I think of that card. No, don't fall. I don't want to pick up 50 cards. This ain't going to be 52 pick up today. The next cards I have are the decision deck from this company called Best Self. My girlfriend actually turned me onto this company because they have these prompt cards that I really do like. And they're good conversational starter cards, and they're also good cards to talk about things with your partner that you may not otherwise think of talking about or asking questions about. So, you know, these cards along with the other cards are really good cards to get to know yourself or the people around you and things like that, especially in this time right now where we're locked in the house and, you know, we really aren't supposed to be going outside, social distancing and all that type thing. It's good to have card games, and it's good to have these type of things in the house to keep you guys occupied and busy and keep your brain going, so you won't get cabin fever, and so you won't, you know, just be bored out of your mind and want to, you know, die from boredom. Like, these cards are really good for that. So I might as well go into the cards. This is the Intimacy deck by Best Self. It's 150 prompts. It says a tool for deeper connection and conversation with your partner. Now, what is so funny is that it was my friend's birthday and I bought these cards. And I bought this Icebreaker deck and I bought this Intimacy deck. And I was very surprised that he went for this deck first, and it has some really like insightful questions to ask, and, you know, I learned things about him that I didn't know before, and he learned things about me that he didn't know before. So these cards are really, really good for couples or people who have been dealing with each other for a long time to try to get to know each other. Even if you haven't been dealing with this person intimately, it's just a really good thing to do. You know, it opens you up emotionally, and it's especially good for people who have a hard time expressing themselves emotionally. And then you have this Icebreaker deck, a tool for meaningful conversations and deeper relationships. So you don't have to just use this with your partner. You can use this with a friend, your parents, your kids. So this is a really good thing to have. Like, I'm gonna read one of the cards And these cards come in different categories and stuff that you can choose from. So this is the category of experiences. So I'm just going to pull a card out. It's kind of hard with nails. Okay. I'm just going like that. It says, what's the best date you've ever been on? Okay. I like this question, so I'm going to answer this. The best date that I've ever been on was recent. It was about 2 weeks ago. That was the best date I've ever been on. That was actually the best weekend I've had in a very, very, very long time. And then you have this deck called Little Talk, a tool for bigger conversations with children. I use this when I use this with my children. You know, like I said, at these times when, you know, you just feel like you're bored out of your damn mind, these are really good cards to have, to sit around, to bond, to conversate, and everything like that. So, yeah. And this is the best self, courage, and comfort. Courage over comfort. It says, best self, courage over comfort, and challenges. You will find yourself choosing courage over comfort. Great for individual or group use. So I'm going to give you an example of how to use the card, or why they call it courage over comfort. Okay. So I'm going to take a card from the learning category. And this says, book a last minute trip somewhere. So basically, these cards have you do activities for yourself or a group of people that you wouldn't normally do to get yourself out of your comfort zone and get some courage. And, you know, grab life by the horns and ride that bull. Ride that bull, okay? So, yeah, I think this is really good for introverted people. I really do.